You're listening to Will County's News Talk Sports 1340 WJOL. It's time for Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark Credit Union. Today, we welcome into our WJOL studios Jim Benages. He's with NuMark Credit Union, and he joins us live in our WJOL studios. Jimmy, good morning, my friend.
Good morning. Good to see you.
All right, you're a hockey fan. You ready for Game 7 tonight, the Leafs and Bruins?
Yeah, should be good. There's been some great hockey being played.
No one's talking about it.
I know. You know, if you're not a hockey fan and the Blackhawks are out of it, everybody is like, oh, no, I'm not going to bother watching it. But there have been some great games. Yeah. And I've been pretty busy, so I haven't had a chance to see a ton of it. And we just got done with, March Madness.
Sure.
My bracket exploded, like everybody's. But, yeah, it's very cool. Some great games out there.
And it's nice to see Nashville get knocked out already.
Yeah, nice.
That's
always
good.
Yeah, never a bad thing. Never a bad thing, my friend. And I'm happy the Bucks made it to Series 2. I think Giannis deserves it. There's been some great basketball as well. So it's a good time of the year. It's a good time of the year to see playoffs.
It is, but our horrible teams Blackhawks not so much. They had a couple of bad patches.
Yeah.
And part of it was their goalkeeper was hurt, or their goaltender. Right. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of soccer. Goaltender was hurt, so that's probably why.
Yeah, for sure. No question.
But they're probably kicking themselves because had they gotten in, who knows?
Oh, who knows? It's a lot younger team than it has been.
Hockey's the only sport where it doesn't matter where you finish during the regular season.
No, man. And some of the best, I was just reading an article about the Blackhawks playoffs runs, and they go down to where they're a game elimination and then end up passing the series.
Oh, yeah.
You don't ever know where it's going to end.
No.
You don't ever know. Who would have guessed that last game in the Bruins, when they beat the Bruins, that they would have scored 2 goals in 56 seconds or 57 seconds and won the cup at that point? That was crazy.
That was the first one, right?
Crazy. That was the second one.
That was the second one?
Yeah.
Who did they beat the first time?
Oh, God. Now you're killing me right now. I don't even know. You can ask. You can put that
on the road, too, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll ask, and that'll be our question.
That'll be our question. Perfect. Somebody get that.
Yeah, name the...
We're in Chicago, so somebody better get that.
The team that the Blackhawks beat to win their first one, that would have been in 10, right?
Yeah.
So 10...
13.
And 17?
No.
16?
15.
15?
Yeah.
That fast, huh?
Yeah.
My God. Dynasty. All right, we should probably stop, or your boss and my boss will get
they don't mind. They like us talking. They like us chit-chatting.
Jim Benages is here. He is a financial planner with NuMark Credit Union. If you need somebody to help you in terms of your retirement, in terms of maybe how to use the equity that you have in your home for college or for home improvement or for anything else, Jim is the guy that you can call. We'll give you all of his contact information here in just a couple of moments. But we do want to remind you that you should let NuMark help you get a few things done during their home improvement sale for a limited time. Enjoy a low intro rate on their home equity line of credit. Use your savings to make home improvements, consolidate debt, pay for college, and more. They have options for you, so call them at 815-729-3211 or visit newmarkcu.org to learn more. NuMark, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. So I'm very excited to see the topic today because I always get sent over the topic from your producer over at NuMark.
Absolutely.
And this is something I do not use. This is something I should use, and I don't know why I'm behind the curve.
Okay.
It's probably because my boss told me, didn't tell me I had to do it. That's what I'm usually
right.
One of those,
right.
And I didn't want a podcast, but they told me I had to do it. Now I'm like, oh, my God, so many people listen to our podcast.
Right.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's absolutely insane. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, but, in being total disclosure, I did take a look at your LinkedIn profile this fine morning. It's a little...
Do I have one?
It's a little... You're a little... We got to sit down, my friend. We got to get you hooked up.
Do I even have one?
Because I've met you and we're friends and you have a good personality. You do have one. It's a little... We're going to talk about how to make your profile a little bit better. Yeah, you need to go to the remedial. You're like the kindergarten of LinkedIn.
Who set it up for me is what I want to know.
I'm not sure 100% who set it up for you, but you should talk to them and tell them that,
all right,
we need to help you out.
Let's get, so I will be listening intently on this. So we're going to talk today about how to use LinkedIn, and it's LinkedIn.
That is correct.
So Jim is here from NuMark Credit Union. Let's jump right in with both feet. What is LinkedIn?
So LinkedIn, everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, but the majority of us get on Facebook, right? We share our Easter pictures, and everybody shared the 4 inches of snow we got last Sunday, and that's all great. So from your personal life, you have Facebook.
Right.
Then there's your professional life, right? And we all have jobs and we all work. LinkedIn is really your Facebook, but for your job, for your professional life. It allows you to connect with coworkers. It allows you to connect with past colleagues. So for you, other radio stations you worked at the past, maybe even people that you went to school with in the past that are in similar lines of work, or just people that you haven't connected with in a long time.
Okay.
They may have LinkedIn profiles and they may not have Facebook profiles.
Is it more or less an online resume?
It is definitely an online resume.
Okay.
So LinkedIn has become, I'm not sure that this was what it was originally intentioned to be, but it has developed into not only an unbelievably strong job seeking portal or job seeking tool, but it is also a huge recruiting tool for major companies.
Okay.
So it is definitely an online resume.
What are the numbers? How many people are using this thing worldwide?
So 500 million people, and that, ballpark, 500 million people are using it worldwide. There's really only 250 million that are active users. So you were one of those other 250 non-active users.
Those guys.
Out of those, there's only 3 million that post something daily. So those 3 million people are getting 9 billion touches a day because of their activity. So you've got all those people out there, and if you stay active on LinkedIn, you can touch a lot of people if you're using it. So
it's a similar layout to Facebook, but it's geared completely for business, no personal stuff at all.
Nah, that's a misnomer, but here's what you need to understand. It is definitely geared toward business, right? So when you're looking at your profile, you want a professional profile picture. You want something so for me, I'm in a suit and a tie and it's a headshot and it looks very, very professional. For you, you still want something that's a professional picture. It's about business. But when you're creating your LinkedIn page, if you really want to stand out, telling a story, telling something personal about yourself, whether it's how you decided to become an on-air personality, or for me, what drove me to become a financial advisor, telling a little bit of a personal story is okay. It helps people relate to you. But it is you want to keep it professional.
You don't want to put your little kids' basketball pictures up.
No, I don't want pictures of my dog and, me.
I'd like to see your dog, though.
My dog is adorable.
I would like to see your dog.
That dog is. I think I'm gonna bring that dog. We're gonna do a whole show on. We're gonna go do a whole show on Hattie, because that dog's got a lot of personality and she's adorable.
Hattie. Did you name it or your kids name it?
Actually, I came up with the name. My son was still playing hockey at the time, and when you get a hat trick, hockey players call it a Hattie.
Hattie.
And so she's Hattie.
Hattie, eh?
Hattie.
All right, Jim Benages is here from NuMark Credit Union. How to use LinkedIn, the topic of conversation today. All right, so tons of social media platforms. So we found out what's different about LinkedIn, but what should we do to make our profile stand out?
So to make your profile stand out, I already said a couple things, right? You want to have a good professional picture. There's a background. You can change the background. So, if you're a Cubs fan, put a picture of Wrigley Field in there, or put the Cubs logo in the background. Put something that stands out, something that matters to you, or something that differentiates you. Take away the standard platform. You want to put some information on your profile. Again, tell a story. If you're like me, a financial advisor, my story is, I'm not your typical financial advisor, right? That's the first sentence in my profile.
Sure.
And it just basically shows a little bit of personalization, actually shows that you care about the page. And then filling in all the information. Where'd you go to school? What are you interested in? Are you doing any charity work? Do you volunteer anywhere?
Wow.
You can put all of that information in there. Really, that is all business related, and that tells a little bit more about you.
I have nothing like that. I, again, didn't even know I had a page, so I look like a total slug.
You don't look like a total slug, but you look like a lot of people out there that I search, that I've looked at in the past. It's not that you're a slug. It's that you probably created it at some point because somebody said, hey, you got to create it, or somebody created it for you.
Sure.
And then you never really sat down and developed it.
Okay.
Right? And that's okay. There's a lot of people out there like that, but I would recommend getting your information, getting on, figuring it out, and filling in the information.
Sure. It's probably not real hard to do. So write a summary. Now, boosting your Google ranking, what does that mean?
Well, boosting your Google ranking really is trying to get you to the top of the search engines. And that's, that's getting to the top of the Google rankings is the anomaly inside of the enigma, right? It's one of those things. Keywords in your profile will help you get up in rankings. Having your professional title will help you get up in rankings.
Hosting a morning show, because I'm number one on Google.
You are hosting a morning show. So. Absolutely. You came right up. You came right up on LinkedIn. That's the funny thing, is you're not even barely on there, and you were the first person. I'm like, oh, there he is. Oh, that's a nice profile. So, again, I like you, and we've talked several times. This is my first time on the show. I wouldn't be busting your chops quite as hard about your profile if we didn't know each other.
That's good. All right, so you're right, because you want to show up as one of the top 3 or 4 of your name, and the way to do that is your LinkedIn page.
It is one of the ways. Absolutely, it is definitely one of the ways.
Talk a little bit about building your relationships with LinkedIn, and I think you're going to address kind of setting up a company page. What do you mean by company page?
Well, you can actually have a company page. So if you have your own business, and I'm sure the radio station probably does have a company page on LinkedIn.
Okay.
If they didn't, I would be really, really surprised. And I didn't look to see if your radio station had a company page. But it's basically a way for you, say you're a real estate agent that has its own real estate office. Sure. It's a way for you to promote your business and all the listings, and get out to connect with people that are going to effectively market your business. And truth be told, you can do a lot of things on LinkedIn that are absolutely free. So it's a matter of being out there and just being active on it. You don't necessarily have to pay for additional
and that's it
services.
too. Interact with people. Be active, because that'll... It's like Facebook. What a lot of people don't know about Facebook. So we come up with a story, we put it out there, and people make fun of me all the time because I like my own stuff and I share my own stuff. And the reason I do that is if there's more activity on a post, it'll be delivered by Facebook to more people. Facebook doesn't send it out to all of your friends. They do just to select little people that are more active than others. But if I have a post that's got a share and a comment and a like on it within the first 10 seconds, Facebook is going to send it out to more people. And then more people will see it, and they'll send it out to more people. Same thing probably with LinkedIn in terms of their algorithm.
Absolutely. And it's exactly the same thing. The more active you are, the more people are going to see you. And the more people are going to reach out to you to connect with you. I get connection requests. I don't want to say daily, but it is pretty much daily. I get people that want to connect with me. Now, some of those people I don't want to connect with.
Right.
No, being honest, I'm a financial advisor. What good does it me to have 150 financial advisors in my connections?
It's a good point.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to advertise for my competition.
That's a good point.
And it's nothing against any other financial advisor.
And they want to probably see what you're doing.
Well, and that's exactly
some of your people.
And that's exactly it.
What's a network? And how can I develop my network?
So your network, LinkedIn is kind of like your business after hours through your Chamber of Commerce, except it never stops and you don't have to go anywhere. So you don't have to go eat the bad food at the local real estate office, whatever the case may be. Your network is really the people that you want to connect with. So it all depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If I'm trying to connect with people that could potentially drive business to me, like CPAs or insurance firms, I can reach out. I can search in my area, find local real estate agents or local insurance brokers or local CPAs, and I can try to connect with them and build a relationship with them through LinkedIn while I'm sitting in my computer eating my sandwich at lunch or whatever, or sitting in the Starbucks when I've got an extra 20 minutes before an appointment.
All right, so you talked about staying relevant on LinkedIn. What are some of the things that we can do, if not daily, every couple of days, to make sure that we are keeping it fresh,
Absolutely.
as we call it?
So sharing of information. There is so much out there. So for me, I follow, I don't want to say all the investment companies I do business with, but a lot of them.
Okay.
And there's great, very relevant, non-product specific information, like what's going on with the economy, or what interest rates are going to do, or how do you save for college. And if I plagiarize, and it's not plagiarizing, but it's taking their information and sharing it through my page.
Sure.
It gets information out to the people that I'm friends with that have been notified that I share those posts, and then they get to look at the information, and then they may share it. And somewhere down along the line, somebody may get a hold of it 25 shares down the path that goes, oh, look at this Jim Benages guy. He's kind of sharing information, kind of knows what he's talking about, and that's really an effective way to make it work. So staying relevant with LinkedIn is being active. It's the same thing on Facebook. If you don't post anything on Facebook and you post something, once a year, or on Instagram especially. If you post something once a year, you've got no followers. No. Nobody's going to follow you.
No.
The people that are on Instagram that are influencers are people that post hourly.
Yeah,
LinkedIn is not that high maintenance, but if you post more actively, more people are going to want to follow you.
All right. What about finding employees for you? Let's say you need an assistant financial advisor. I need maybe a board operator. How do I find people on LinkedIn?
So LinkedIn actually, like I was saying in the beginning of this, LinkedIn has some great tools that you can use in order to find job seekers. So you can just do it through a normal search, but LinkedIn also has Recruiter Lite and Recruiter. And they actually have tools that if you're looking for a specific position, you can type in the geographical area that you're looking for, the qualifications, the education level, and it will automatically pull people that have opened themselves up to looking for employment and will feed that information to you. And depending on the level of service and depending on the level of recruiting that you're doing, depends on, how you want to do it. LinkedIn will actually, for bigger companies, customize a recruiting program. And, that's where LinkedIn makes their money.
All right. You have an upcoming seminar. You're going to be talking in more depth about LinkedIn. I think there's going to be 2 of them. Are there not? 2 different times?
There is. So on May 8th, in Crest Hill, I'm going to be doing LinkedIn Basics. So perfect.
See you there, Slocum.
That's right. So for people that aren't sure what LinkedIn is, for people that don't feel comfortable getting on, that want kind of your C-spot run, your very basic, help develop a profile, look at your profile. May 8th is going to be a great seminar. It's going to be a couple hours. And for anybody that's come out to any one of my seminars, I'm a pretty casual guy, answer a lot of questions. We'll address just about anything. On the 22nd, we're going into a little bit more advanced. So we're going to dip into more on recruiting. We're going to dip in more on the sales aspect and how people can develop leads off of LinkedIn.
How much does this cost to come?
It is absolutely $150. No, I'm just kidding. It is absolutely free. So feel free to come on down to the credit union. We have refreshments. And like I said, it is a very relaxed atmosphere, and it is very interactive. I like to ask questions of my audience, and I like my audience to participate.
Free? I don't know if I can handle that.
I know, free. I know you're a busy guy. We can sit down one-on-one and get your profile taken care of.
You're right. I'm looking at it's pretty bad.
What are you talking about? It's top-notch.
Sucks. You've
got those 3 connections. It's rock
3
solid.
connections, I do.
Okay, so he's actually looking at his profile. So type me up. See if you can pull me up. Search?
I'm not signed in. So
he's not signed in, so it's not going to let you.
Yeah, I just did. I'll check real quick. Jim.
Benages.
Ages. Search. Wow.
See, now it's
not your typical financial advisor.
Not perfect.
You have a lot of connections. You have 273 connections.
Oh, my picture changed.
You're from Crystal Lake. I knew that.
You did know that.
I did know that.
I know you knew that.
I knew that. This is nice. You had a summary about yourself, an activity. Yeah, I get it. All right.
See what I'm saying? Just
that's my goal for next time.
That's my goal
for next time. Jimmy, as always, thank you. Folks, if you want to see Jim about LinkedIn or anything else, May 8th and 22nd from 6 to 8, free seminars. Very important for you to go see him. Or if you want to talk to him during the course of the day, he is at NuMark in Crest Hill most days, right?
I cover all 5 branches. You cover all 5 branches. I'm all over the place.
All right, so give me a phone number or an email. Or you can find him on LinkedIn, folks.
You can search me on LinkedIn for sure, or you can call me. Cell phone number is the only way to get a hold of me, and that number is 847-721-5677.
All right.
Call any of the NuMark branches. Tell them you're looking for the big bald guy. They'll find me.
You got it. All right, here we go, folks. We have 2 Baker Square pie cards, compliments of NuMark Credit Union, to give away right now. Earlier in the show, we asked you, when we were talking about hockey, because Jim's a big hockey fan, we asked you who the Blackhawks beat back in 2010 to win the Stanley Cup championship, their first one in
Oh,
5
my
decades?
God.
Was it 49 years, 50
I think
years?
it was 50.
It was.
Oh, I think it was
60s,
more than
right?
that. Yeah.
Whatever, it was 41 years. So anyway, who they beat in 2010 to win the Stanley Cup? First correct caller at 815-254-7300 wins 2 Baker Square Pie cards. Compliments of NuMark Credit Union. Don't forget, folks, let NuMark help you get things done during their home improvement sale for a limited time. Enjoy a low rate on their home ec line of credit. Use your savings to make home improvements, consolidate debt, pay for college, and more. They have options for you, so call them at 815-729-3211 or visit newmarkcu.org to learn more. That's NUMARKCU.org. Equal housing lender. Jim Benages, thank you, my friend. We'll see you later.
Always good to see you.